Why do Latino families face greater environmental risks? Millions of Latinos don't have access to safe air and water. In fact, nearly 2/3 of U.S. Latinos live in places that do not meet federal air regulations. This is coupled with the fact that many Latinos work outdoors, in construction and certain kind of service industries. For example, nearly 90% of our nation's farm workers are Latino. This means that every day, they and their families are exposed to toxins and pollutants in the air, in the water, and in the soil. This can lead to serious health problems like cancer, respiratory disease, birth defects in expectant mothers, and neurological disorders. All of this is coupled with the fact that Latinos are the least likely to have health insurance. This means no preventative care, more trips to the emergency room, and more missed work days because of health problems. All of this means very dangerous and very expensive health risks to Latino families. What is the EPA's role in protecting Latino families? The Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, is responsible for monitoring and setting pollution standards for vehicles, factories, oil refineries, heavy machinery, and other stationary objects. They are also responsible for monitoring air and water quality and other toxins like mercury and lead in both paint and children's toys. In many ways, the EPA is a defensive buffer between pollutants and vulnerable communities, particularly Latino families. In fact, over the last 40 years, the Environmental Protection Agency has helped prevent over 400,000 premature deaths, along with millions of cases of asthma and respiratory disease. Why should Latino families demand a strong EPA? Several politicians in Washington are trying to cut funding and regulatory power from the Environmental Protection Agency. This would pose serious health problems to all Americans, particularly Latino families. Numerous health and officials have warned against these cuts, calling them extremely dangerous. Latino families have a strong tradition of standing up for their health and for their environment. This is no different. Latino families should demand that the EPA be strong enough to protect them, their families, and their communities.